5, 4, 3, 2, and animation up.
WJLA 24/7 News on your side at 10 starts now.
Thuman's open. Q.
Thanks for being with us here at 10 o'clock. I'm Scott Thuman. The double murder trial that has gripped the area now entering its final phase. Tomorrow, Juliana Perez Magalhães will face
Animation
the judge to be sentenced.
package.
Now, she is the au
Going
pair
clean.
in the Brennan Banfield murder trial, where he was convicted of murdering his wife and an innocent stranger in a staged home invasion. Now the two former lovers are on opposite sides after Magalhães took a plea deal to testify against Banfield so she could get a more lenient sentence. Our Christian Flores is at the Fairfax County Courthouse with the next steps.
Package.
Will she walk or will she go to prison? That's the question for Juliana Perez Magalhães, the au pair who played a key role in
Package
Brennan
runs minute
Banfield's
15,
scheme
standard
to
out
kill his
cue.
wife and a stranger.
Juliana
The judge will have
111.
that answer in a matter of hours.
Almost exactly 3 years ago, Fairfax County police
Thuman
officers
stays at the trial,
walked into
then
a
walks to the
wood-soaked
news
crime
van, still
scene
looking at
where they
camera
found
2
Joe
besides
Ryan shot and killed, and Christine Banfield stabbed to death. Brendan Banfield will now spend the rest of his life in prison for their murders. But what about Juliana Perez Magalhães? She helped plan the killings, but agreed to testify against Banfield in exchange for the lesser manslaughter charge. The prosecution is recommending time served for her cooperation, meaning she would be released from jail immediately. But the judge can recommend the maximum of 10 years in prison, something former prosecutor and current defense attorney John Fishwick does not think will happen.
Remember, the judge saw Juliana Magalhães testify, the au pair, and I thought she was a very good witness. And without her, I'm not sure the prosecution case against Banfield would have been successful.
Testimony like this.
He got on top of her, and that's when I first saw him.
Banner change. John
I
Fishwick
think the
next.
prosecutors looked at this as who was the most culpable,
John
but also who was the
Fishwick.
mastermind behind this whole thing, and
Banner
that's clearly
change.
Banfield. You know.
Critics have called the au
Jenna
pair's
next.
plea agreement
In
a
3
sweetheart deal.
seconds.
I wouldn't necessarily describe it as a sweetheart deal.
Jenna.
She does face 10 years in prison. That has not yet been
Banner
determined.
change.
Now,
Christian
regardless
is
of
the
the
end.
judge's
10
decision,
away.
Perez
Stand by
Magalhães
Thuman.
will be deported back to her home country of Brazil with a manslaughter conviction to her name. At the Fairfax County Courthouse, Christian Flores.
Thuman's open. Q.
Now, Banfield will be sentenced on May 8th. His aggravated
by
murder
his
conviction
walk.
comes with an automatic life sentence, but family members of Christine Banfield and Joe Ryan will have the opportunity to speak directly to him during victim impact statements.
He walks.
Switching gears now to Capitol Hill today,
Theo
where the
next.
head of the NTSB testified about a device that could have possibly prevented last year's tragic midair collision over the Potomac.
Theo.
The device is called ADS-B, and it only costs about $400.
Stop vote
It has
next.
an in and out system that broadcasts out an aircraft's location and brings in data about the location of other aircraft. Right now, only the out systems are
Salt to the
required,
side.
and the one for the helicopter involved that night wasn't even working at the time.
Sat.
We've issued safety recommendations
ask
like
who that is?
ADS-B in over and over and over
Banner
again,
change.
aimed
Video
at preventing
continues.
just
Thanks for
these
sending
kinds
Thuman
of
to the
collisions.
desk.
Recommendations that have been rejected, sidelined, or just plain ignored.
Thuman's open. Q.
The Senate has now unanimously approved a bill that would require both of those systems,
Animation
but
out
the
to
House
CG5
wants to
map.
draft its own bill addressing aviation safety. Airlines say the change would be too costly.
Animation.
But the NTSB argues there are cheaper alternatives.
And up.
New tonight, DC police need your help finding suspects wanted for a shoplifting from Bloomingdale's. Police tell
Free
us it
lock.
happened just before 7
Going
o'clock tonight in
clean.
Friendship Heights. We're told they're looking for
Camera
3
3 to
suspects who ran into the
CG4.
store and stole a bunch of
Thuman
items. Police say
continues.
they're wearing orange, green, and black tracksuits. If you've got any information, give DC police a call. Also new tonight, more than a
CG4
dozen
full
skimming devices
screen.
found in
Bullets will
Calvert
reveal
County
when we
gas
get to
stations,
it.
and police believe they arrested the man responsible for putting them there. Police say they've been looking into several reports of skimming devices popping up at stores
Animation out to camera
since
1 alert
last
does
year.
Jasmine.
They're designed to steal your
We will
credit
go
card information,
clean
and
to the
police
CG3
believe
animation.
this man is the one who put them there. While executing a search warrant, investigators say they found 15 skimming devices manufacturing equipment, and more
Jasmine's
than
open.
$20,000 in
Animation up Q.
I'm Jasmine Stelz at the Alert Desk with an update to a story I told you about. Montgomery County Police arrested this man for allegedly smelling a child's feet. Investigators say at the end of September, this man,
into a
Christopher
package.
Simpson,
Victoria
approached a
Sanchez
10-year-old boy in a Dave & Buster's in Silver Spring. Police say he took the boy's socks and shoes off, smelled his feet, then left. Now Simpson is charged with second-degree assault and sexual assault-related offenses. Investigators believe additional victims may be out there. If that pertains to you or a loved one, it's best to call Montgomery County Police. Scott?
Thank you.
All right, Jasmine, right now
Package
a bill
next.
is heading to President Trump that is getting some serious backlash from Washington, D.C. leaders. They say it's going to lose the city hundreds of millions of dollars and raise taxes. Our Victoria Sanchez takes a look at why.
Package.
The U.S. Senate gave its final approval to a bill that would prevent the local D.C. government from opting out of some federal tax cuts.
Does Victoria
District
ever
leaders say
appear?
this will eliminate more than $600 million from its budgets over 5 years, creating an even bigger $1.1 billion gap. They warned the shortfall could disrupt city services, affect programs
Animation out
funded by
to
locally raised
VJ.
revenue,
Should
impact
start the weather
tens of
band.
thousands
We'll
of
start
residents,
wide,
and
push
create
it
complications during
to
the middle
regular
of
weather
tax
band.
filing season. On Wednesday, D.C. Delegate Eleanor Holmes Norton claimed the congressional bill repeals a law that recently restored the district's child tax credit, projected to reduce child
Sounds like
poverty
Echo Week.
by 20%.
Yeah.
She went on to complain, in part, members of Congress from distant states have no business overriding local laws. As the bill heads to the president's desk, the D.C. Council could have some legal leeway.
It really is uncharted territory.
Before the vote Thursday,
about 55
Congress
seconds.
announced the Senate's time to evaluate the local law was up. The 30-day congressional review, according to Mendelson,
she's in some type of,
expired
like,
Wednesday.
We don't actually know what's going to happen here. That's
She probably,
a new and
what she
ongoing
probably did was she probably went into one of the offices
because there
and
have
shot it in there,
long been
probably used her
disagreements
code.
about
Gotcha.
exactly how those 30 days are counted, and it's actually never been tested in court.
Samantha Waxman with Nonpartisan Research Institute Center on Budget and Policy Priorities says it could go to a judge to
25
decide,
seconds.
but the clock is
Camera
ticking
4,
for district
weather band
residents to
wide,
file
do
their
weather
taxes.
band.
And there are still unknowns about how to
Standing by
file.
this
So the first thing that it means is that it is
15.
going to throw tax filing season into chaos.
DC's chief financial
10 away.
officer warns updates to tax forms and rules could take months.
5
Well
away.
past the April 15th deadline. Victoria Sanchez,
VJ's
7 News.
open. Q.
All right, we're a little on the cool side today. Tomorrow's going to be about 3 degrees higher. We'll get up to about 40 to 41 degrees. But then this weekend, it's a little March teaser for us. Temperatures are expected to go way up into the 50s.
All right,
For an
VOTs
outdoor
is
forecast
next.
In the morning, you've got
Human
mainly cold
rain.
conditions, a cold start for sure, but lighter winds. Those temperatures will range between 22 and 27 degrees. Again, lots of sunshine for tomorrow. This will be all the way through. And then look at tomorrow afternoon. We've got 41 in D.C. Look at
30 from
spots
Miss VJ,
once
30.
again to our south and west or southwestern zones. The warm is here. Fauquier County, Culpeper, areas like Fredericksburg at about 45 degrees. But as mentioned, this weekend it's a March teaser for us. That 56 degrees, that's more what you would see for the early part of March. That's going to be a day with sunshine, I'm saying, because it's your special day, maybe. It's weather we all love on Saturday. And then Sunday, it's rain. Rain likely now coming into the area with lower temperatures. We'll go hour by hour. And of course, we'll take a look at how much rain we can see next.
All right, VJ, still to come here. New details on that shooting in the district that left a mother dead and her daughter injured. The information we're learning about the victim tonight.
Bad, we out. Break.